another episode of whatever the heck this is. I decided to get an MP3 player. So the thing is, like, why buy an MP3 player when I can just listen to music on my phone and buy some Bluetooth headphones and just enjoy music the way? Because I don't know. There's not really a good answer, but there's so many different ways to do things. Like my house, for example, there's about 4 different ways to get in the backyard. So, if I sit here and think about which door do I use, my head's going to start smoking. I'm going to have an aneurysm. So but I was born in 1991. So when we wanted to listen to music, you had a radio. Or if you were out walking around somewhere, like if you were at a mall hanging out, or if you were at a sports game or whatever, you had to bring like a CD player with you. And you had one CD, and you had to enjoy whatever was on that CD. If you wanted to watch a movie, you had to go home where there was a VCR or a DVD player, or you had to go to a movie. Everything's on the phone. Everything's on the phone now. That bores me. I don't know, like I can't, it's not confusing. I don't know what the word is. I need to have something like dedicated music device is what I want. I don't want to use my phone as a camera if it can do 1,000 other things. I want a video camera designed to do one job. I want to listen to music. I want the option to plug in wired headphones. And I think part of the reason people want an MP3 player is because Apple and Microsoft and all the big tech companies have stopped making their MP3 players. When you can't have one is when you want something. But anyway, to get to it, it's don't ask me. I'm not going to pronounce the brand name. Innioasis or whatever the hell it's called. Digital music player. The operating system is Android. Freaking amazing. Wonderful, brilliant. I'm so thankful for the engineers to build another Android frickin' device. This is why technology sucks. But anyway, we'll just slap Android on it and no, you're an engineer. Make an operating system. Quit putting Android on it. I really hate Android. I hate the operating system. But anyway, this is it. I didn't mean to go on an Android rant. It's not in. Anyway, that's how thin it is. It's so thin, I can't properly hold it to show it to you. There's not a good way to hold it, but I'm sure that's the power button right there, and these are the volume buttons. If you look on the side, there's a memory card. See? Look, Apple, there's a memory card. Apple and Android and everybody else that don't want you to have an expandable look, there's a memory card. You can put an SD card in there. There's a USB-C port. There's a headphone jack. See, I bought a little rubber case for it, but I don't know where it is. I don't know what I did with it. I picked it up and put it somewhere and then realized it was in the way, and then I picked it up and moved it somewhere else. And now I can't find it. So so the only way I'm going to be able to find it is if I buy another one. I have to buy the thing that I'm missing to find the thing that I'm missing. But anyway, it's supposed to have, let's see. I would do the whole thing where there's like a camera pointing down, but I don't have another camera. I don't have another camera because I can't afford another camera. I can't afford another camera because I'm not making enough money off of YouTube to be able to afford another camera. But anyway, enough of my ranting. I said I wasn't going to do that anymore, but yeah. Anyway, this is a USB-C to USB-A cable. I'm Sure, you know what that looks like. Hey, look, they got headphones, but they're earbuds. And I'm done with earbuds. Oh, and unlike Android or whoever that they include an SD card. Okay, now I'm going to move my little hillbilly table here, and I'm going to get close. Don't get scared. I hope this is a good angle. I'm going to step back a little bit. Let's see if I stand here. Yep, that's fine. Wow, look at that. So innovative. Okay. Okay, it's got Google Chrome. Yeah, it's the one bad thing that I can already say about this. It's literally just an Android phone without the phone part. Trying to figure out where the settings. There it is. Wi-Fi not connected. I'm not connected to that one. No, not that one. Check password and try again. You try again. Backfire on cassette. Oh my god. There's a little tiny ass screen, and my big fingers. I did the thing you hit the one letter. You hit the letter next to the letter that you intend to hit. Yeah. Okay, so I connected it to the Wi-Fi. Hotspot and tether. No. What I want to do, so the battery is already charged, by the way. As soon as you plug in the SD card, it already registers that. So it's got something called DuraSpeed. DuraSpeed helps boost the foreground app by restricting background apps. Some notifications may be postponed or not received. Well, I think I'm going to leave that off. I want to go to System. Oh boy, your system is already up to date. I don't believe you. Wow. See, I shouldn't be bothered by that, but I am. So the internal storage is 32 gigs, the one that I have, and there's already 6 gigs used. 6.62 gigs used. SD card, storage settings, format. I want to format the SD card. Even though there's nothing on it, I want to format it anyway. Lou's here too, by the way. He's currently formatting himself. So anyway, yeah, you got Google Chrome on here. You can read Kindle books. You can listen to audio books. Videos. Okay, you can watch videos. There's not a camera on here. There's not a rear camera. I don't believe there's a front camera. Oh, you got ebooks, a clocks, a file transfer, file manager, settings. There's the little settings button. Oh look, FM radio. Start listening to my plug-in headphones. Well, this is a good time to wipe sweat out of my eyes and go show you my headphones. And yeah, I wore the hat because my hair just one audio. Well, it's spelled O-D-I-O. That's probably supposed to be pronounced audio, I'll bet you. But yeah, anyway, these are the headphones. You can use the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. See, they lock. That's why I can't get them out. You probably can't see it, but right there's little connectors in there. So you plug in the headphones and then give it a little twist, and now they lock. So you can use Bluetooth. You can connect them to Bluetooth devices. You can also wire them in with a 3.5 millimeter jack, or you can use the big 6.35, I guess, the 6 millimeter whatever headphone jack, and they fold, and they have a little bag that comes with them, and they match too. I just see the black and red headphones, and you can be cool and match and be a big girl with your matching headphones. I'm wearing a red shirt too. Okay.
It's horrible. You know, that is so crazy you just brought that up, because you're right. We've talked for years and years about the pros in all sports, right, Al? If you pay them a lot of money, they better be good. Yeah.
Yep. I'm listening to Jim Traber and Al Ashbeck right on this little device. Yeah, I like this little device. So I don't know how to explain it. When I do everything on my phone, it's kind of just. I need to make a note. Guess I'll just pull up the notes app on my phone, listen to music on my phone, watch YouTube on my phone, watch TV on my phone, check my glucose rating on my phone, check my calendar and my schedule on my phone, do everything on the phone, and the world revolves around the phone. There's something wrong with that. I want this. I want to have to go and do something. Like, I want it to be worth my time. If I want to listen to music, I want it to be worth my time listening to music. You know what I mean? I want to have to go and get music to listen to. I want it to be convenient, but still separate. You know, I want it to be its own thing. So, let's see. I'll show you one of the main reasons I brought or got all this. So, shout out to my boy Keeper, a crazy ass. We buy something, and then we buy a case to put it in, and then we want a bag to put it in. So here you go. This is a sling bag. Okay, it locks, and you go to here, and you can plug in a little battery pack, and you can charge your phone here, and then you can also plug in some headphones. So what I'm gonna do is I take this little MP3 player and I plug it in to my bag, and then I plug the headphones into here, and then I can control Spotify on my phone. I can use my phone as like a remote and listen to Spotify on my MP3 player. You know, again, why would you do that? Why would you create work for yourself? But that's what makes, I don't know how to say it. It makes my brain feel better. It makes me feel more organized. If everything's on the phone, you know, I don't feel it's convenient, but I don't feel it's organized. You know, I guess it's like back in the day, you used to have like an incoming and an outgoing folder things on your desk. You know, you had an ingoing like slot, and you had like an outgoing slot, and it's like putting everything in the same slot. You know what I mean? Like the incoming mail and outgoing mail is, you know, it's like putting everything in the same slot. You know, or like if you had American money and Canadian money for whatever reason, and you were an international businessman or something, and you had to carry cash, it's like putting all your cash, different currencies, in the same wallet. I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully someone can help me in the comments. But yeah, I'm gonna yeah, I have to turn off the fans. I'm gonna make a little rant video about microphones, because it's hot as hell in here. But to get the audio good, I got to turn off all the fans in my room. Now, I'm sitting here, I'm melting. I feel like a snow cone. They're standing here in this heat. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'll see you maybe tomorrow or whatever.